but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolverines offense will have the football first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in a Sin-State rival. Michigan State's got to do something to...
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That's...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Spartans are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, you want to drive a coach nuts, get in a situation where it's easy and I just got to get a QB sneak and fall forward and I don't take care of the football. Priority number one, mission number one, got to get that snap.
His senior defender. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an act. He's got this trophy for the...
David, this game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The gun wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. They put the first points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dot.
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The give on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the finish.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like.
And he just kept rolling, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty. Looking for the time with the extra point.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, and you keep finding them.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that misdirection was just enough to get everybody leaning one direction. And I like when you run the reverse, too, and you see it, you see space, you go attack it, understand where the 1st down marker is, and they get just enough for the 1st down.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Moving away from pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finding an escape route. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Sends it back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Hughes the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The give to the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, he's so fast, you can tell the angle's just getting chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got to... This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A 1st down for the offense.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throws it back. Bringing the heat. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And this one is perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half and say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Watkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Give to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the first down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive hands.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll give it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down, now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want...
Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Clemens. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you...
Turning it on! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gives it on the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about. This rivalry is inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
He's going to run it. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space.
Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
On the run from inside his own 5. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You might as well commit 2 guys to covering this dude, because if you don't, you've got no shot, much like trying to deal with Plaxico Burress.
Yeah, they haven't had any success. I mean, just trying to stop him, but he's showing off why he's so great. Just the attention to detail, the route running, to be able to win with speed on the outside. There's a reason they're featuring this guy in their offense.
Gives it on the option. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Rides the back and leaves it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Got the quick completion, and he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll go to the ground. They're going to stop him short. And, man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They boot it away on 4th down. He will not make a fair catch. Steal the punt and bring it back. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.